Oh my goodness, hello, good evening everybody, good evening, Linda and Lapa and Oceana and Mick, good evening, Jade, Linda, lovely to see you, Sam, you as well, Little Moon, hello, Daily, thank you so much for the super chat, and lovely to see you this evening. Daily says, lurking but wanted to say hi, Zach and chat. Hi, I'm watching from a hammock under a tarp in the Aussie bush. Technology is wild. It is wild. You watch out for drop bears, mate. Lovely to see you and thank you very much for the super chat. I hope you're having a fabulous night. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Hello, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you're well. I hope you're on live chat, because I wasn't. Whoopsie doodle. Thank you very much, Linda. I hope you all got a beverage, and I hope you're all kicking back, relaxing, or doing something productive while you're listening into this nonsense, because it is absolute nonsense. Thank you so much for being here. How's it going? Guys, I got a new shirt. And it's ham-colored. How fun. I don't think I like it. Now that I see it on camera, I don't think I like it. It's really cozy, though. It's very much a pajama top. I kind of understand the appeal now. I get it. Anyway, today we're going to be reacting to the one, the only, the incomparable and incomparable Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty, and two of her most recent uploads entitled Neutralizing Food, Taco Bell, Quesadilla, and Feisty Potato... Feisty? Fiesta. It's not feisty. I'm feisty. Fiesta Potatoes Mukbang, and the best sushi I ever had mukbang. I know there's also a stream in there. I can't be bothered. There was mention of Julia being a street cat, which is all but confirms everybody's suspicions. And there was something else that I can't quite remember. She's also playing video games, and I don't have the time. Anyway, we're also going to be checking out Miss Amberlynn Reid and her latest upload entitled Destiny Hurt Me, I'm Moving. Who even believes in apostrophes anymore? Moving, Ozempic, intimacy, self-identity, weight loss surgery, and more. How many clickbaity words can you get in a title? That's what we're going to be doing today. So chat, I hope you're... But have I got a fries tattoo? Not that I'm showing you. No, not yet. Not ever. No, I don't have one. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. Chat, thank you so much for being here. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy lost of weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much foodie beauty. Also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what? Choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet, choices. And today, chat, I'm choosing to drink a Pepsi Max Vanilla. It is delicious. Great. Anyway, time to get the headphones on, time to get started, because I think we've got like 50 minutes worth of content to get through today, and knowing me, I won't shut up. Headset connected. All right, let's go. 1.5? Yeah, let's do 1.5 to get through this Taco Bell mess and nonsense. 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 It's delicious, Linda. Delicious. I sound stuffy.
Hello, Foodie Beauty.
Snuffy? Yes, snuffleupagus. That's the energy I've always wanted to bring into the world. Snuffleupagus. So I feel like he just had really good energy, you know? I don't know what it was about Big Bird, but he seemed a little... not entitled, that's not the right word. Seems like he thought he knew everything, you know? Huh. Anyway, we don't need to talk about Muppets. Chantal starting with learning to neutralize binge food. This concept feels weird, but I don't know. You know who would know? A professional. Maybe stop reading self-help books and go and speak to learned professionals. Whether fast food or any other foods whether fast food or any other foods neutralize foods that were previously... Oh, it's an action, right. Previously binged on is an important... Neutralize foods. Neutralizing foods that were previously... Who wrote this? Binged on... Did Abby write this? Binged on is an important aspect of ED recovery. As long as a food is labelled bad or only eaten if going to binge, it continues to give the food power of the individual. If fast food was something that was binged on as part of the ED, there must be a conscious effort to neutralize the food. Stop eating trigger/binge foods. Is that how I'm meant to be reading this? This is very confusing. Jules, hello. Thank you so much for being here for 5 months, mate. Jules says, hope everyone has a great day. Love to you all. Love right back. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jules. And I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I think this is is this an excerpt from the book? I feel like this is an excerpt from the book. This is done by learning to eat the foods in a normalized context. For example, during a binge episode, fast food may have been purchased and eaten isolated in a car. Or a person may have gone through several fast food restaurants during one binge episode. This is oddly poignant. In recovery, abstaining from binge foods is not part of the process. It is possible to learn how to eat the food in a totally different context, such as sitting down with family members, applying mindful eating skills, etc. I will stand on this hill and forever be on this hill that I do not think neither Ambi or Foodie are mindful of their calorie consumption while filming. They're mindful and aware of the words that they're saying and the fact that there's camera there and that they'll have to edit it, but they're not mindful of the food. I've never seen it on camera, and I've watched plenty of mukbangs, never seen it, don't believe it. Hey mate, good to see you. Maybe several triggers that result from eating foods that were previously binged on, and it's important to be aware of these and work through them. Enlisting the support of a registered dietitian and therapist can be an invaluable part of the recovery process and in renegotiating binge foods. Great, Fruity, let's get on that. Let's go speak to the professionals instead of just excerpts from this book, because it's confusing.
Hello, guys.
Oh, good. We've got Taco Bell.
You can ring my bell. Ring my Taco Bell.
Ding dong.
All right, so I have Taco Bell. Today's Taco Tuesday at the Taco Bell, so you get buy one, get one free.
Sometimes I like to just zoom in just to see how the day is, you know? This is how the day is. I don't hate anyone. Oh, am I quiet? No, wait, I'm peeking. I think I'm okay. It's just because I'm not scream laughing yet, Linda. I just like to see, what the day feels like. And today we are filming from Snoopy's bedroom on his gaming chair I've never been inside of a Taco Bell. I've seen the outside of one Taco Bell. Is this what the inside of a Taco Bell looks like? Because this looks like a Subway from the mid-90s. It doesn't have the right wallpaper, though. Is this what a Taco Bell looks like? Huh. Have fun. It kind of reminds me of an 80s McDonald's, but not like that. Not like this. I had a late 70s / early 80s McDonald's where everything was like that Bakelite, like dark brown kind of, like, it was all creams and oranges and dark browns. Yeah. It's a Taco Bell from the 80s, confirmed? Okay, well, great. Excellent. Now we know. What are we doing? Just staring at Chantal.
Can we eat dinner for like...
No, not me. I was captivated. It was just... Do you ever have those moments, not of clarity, but just those moments where reality kind of just stands directly in your face? And I was just watching just the still of Chantal's face with this 80s Taco Bell background while Chantal sits in her husband's bedroom in Kuwait with a plate of Taco Bell in front of her, wondering, what are we doing? How did we get here? I know how we got here, and I know how she got here. I know how we got here. Sometimes it just occurs to me that I've been watching this nonsense for like years. Oh well.
For cheap on the price somewhere. Before I even start eating...
It was a quiet, contemplative time. That's exactly what it is.
This is not a binge. This is a meal from Taco Bell. This is the quesadilla and Fiesta potatoes. And I got a mojito. I'm not sure what that is. Oh.
I'm confused why it's cutting out the Pepsi.
Cool. Has mint and lime in the soda.
Okay, chat, I'm going to have to ask... go away. I have to ask. They haven't got a screen set up, right? Like, this is... I know that some cameras... I think Logitech has a software platform where, like, it'll semi-auto detect your background. I've used it a couple of times. It'll semi-auto detect your background. But why is it picking up the cup? Why is it picking up the cup? Oh, she's got blue. Do you think it's a blue screen background? Or is it a digitized, like I said, Logitech automated one? And there's just a whole... Because maybe she's actually eating in the living room. Because the reason why I think that is that if it's picking up the dark blue of the couch behind her, then maybe that's why it's trying to cut out the couch and the Pepsi, because it's a similar blue. And the AI is trying to read through it, you know? Do you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know.
7-Up, I guess. So I'm just going to put hot sauce on everything right now. I think I confuse a lot of people, but... So I'll just confirm exactly what I'm doing, okay? I'm actually working on...
Oh no, Ruthie, I know she's in the gamer chair, but I'm thinking she's got the gamer chair moved into the living room, and that's why it's cutting out the blue. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But it was just an interesting question that my brain thought, why is it seeing through the cup?
Binge eating. So that's my first step. Let's try these potatoes. I have not a very decent setup right now because... Well,
hey, Has, good to see you.
They give you a sport.
The AI thought the cardboard was food.
Maybe like...
Oh dear. Okay.
Um,
Do you know what's really impressive about this though? That's a hand. There's a tiny little bit of spring onion on this. Look at that. Look at that spring onion. Nice. Right, so this is substitute food, right? Supplementary food? Supplementary food. Gotcha.
I'm not on a diet.
I'm not
this
on
is
a
not
diet.
food. No, I'm not on a diet.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just working on not binging.
What's this? Don't start with me. If your biggest struggle is defining overeating on camera for money or binging behind the scenes, my God.
Which is
let's deal with both at the same time. Let's do that.
Most detrimental thing right now. Quesadilla?
I don't think the binge eating is the most detrimental thing right now, but I'm not a professional and neither are you, so maybe you should go and speak to someone. I think that the large amount of calories that you're consuming over the course of a day, regardless of whether or not it's binging, overeating, or doing it for money, is what needs to be addressed right now. Because just a reminder, severe extreme non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, enlarged heart, pre-diabetic, mid-diabetic, miracle cured diabetic with ozempic and cocaine, I don't know. We've got a lot to deal with. Yeah. Hey, Siobhan.
Who has chicken?
Ooh, chat. Also, while we're here early, if you'd like to hit the like button, that'd be great. If not, that's fine. But, you can.
The Taco Bell is more expensive here.
Oh, true, Peacemaker. Peacemaker says, remember the green screen reflection in Snoopy's anonymous mask? I do.
So waiting for Taco Tuesday night is, the best thing. I mean, if you're gonna save money, why not, you know?
These aren't tacos, and I'm a little confused. Hi, little confused. This is so much fun.
I honestly think that's how a lot of wealthy people stay wealthy, You look at some people who win the lottery and they're broke in a year, just blowing millions of dollars, you know. But sometimes you see people.
You look at some people who make $20,000 a month and don't pay their taxes or pay off their Kia.
Who are super wealthy, and they seem like they're super careful with their money. I know someone in life who's like that.
I watched someone on the internet who was not careful with their money. Miranda, hello. Lovely to see you today. And Oceana, thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships. Welcome or welcome back to Mew, Deb, Teddy, Lexi, and Christine. Please make sure you thank the lovely and generous Oceana for their gifted subs. Thank you so much, Oceana. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Thursday.
The lime makes it less
Thursday?
sweet.
Thursday.
So yeah, I'm not on a diet.
I'm not on a diet. Amy Flowers. D. Cornty Pondu. Thank you so much for returning as a channel member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Popstar. Hello. It's 115 degrees Fahrenheit in Kuwait. Can you give that to me in the metrics? Shrimp, good to see you. Hello.
Whatsoever. Which means I'm not stressing about food, like...
What is it? Divide it by 4 and add 30? Is that the rule? I can't remember. 55? No, it can't be 55.
Actually, it's been 3 days since I haven't eaten out, and normally it's like once or twice a day. Because on top of, being a binge eater.
So I'm confused. If she's saying she's been eating out once or twice a day, how long has she been lying to her new audience? Forever. It's a trick question. Gotcha.
I love takeout.
Yeah, Lewis, I mean, my experience with here, look. We're just gonna get really close and have a deep conversation. My experience with mindful eating was always to make it a little bit ritualistic, right? I'd get a big glass of water, I'd sit down, I'd set up a knife and a fork, I'd have a condiment, get some salt and some pepper. I'd take a couple of minutes, like, getting ready. And I would not be distracted. So the whole idea for me with mindful eating was I won't have the computer on, I won't have the TV on. The only thing that I'll be focused on is my food, because that way I'm aware of like how long it's taking me to eat, and the flavors and the smells, and like reconnecting with the food to be more mindful of the food that I was consuming, which for me worked really well. And it's kind of why my argument of I don't think you can do a mukbang and be mindful of your food at the same time. At least none of the mukbangs that I've watched. Have we zoomed too far? I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't help it.
Pardon
me. Sorry for the sniffles, everyone.
So I'm just trying to show people like differentiating between a binge and just eating like unhealthy meals.
Yeah, great, cool. Here's my misunderstanding of the logic. Because she's wrapping like 3 different approaches in one, right? She's got intuitive eating, which is just eat whatever your body feels like. Don't deprive yourself of foods that you would normally partake in or binge in, right? Don't mark them as bad foods. Don't apply morality to foods. Just eat the foods that you're craving, wanting, whatever, intuitively. We've been through that with Chantal, right? She's making the argument that this is not overeating. Oh, this is overeating. This isn't overeating. Who the hell knows? But this isn't a binge. Okay, great. If your argument, because I have often used this argument in my own brain, and I'm not trying to say that look, my comments and conversations around this whole topic is just my own experience, and I'm not judging anyone else's apart from Chantal's who chooses to do this shit for money online. For me, a binge is secret, it's private. Chantal has said before she used to do it on pizza. That's where we got to the pizza boxes. She's saying that she used to eat 1 or 2 meals of takeout every other day, and we never saw that, right? So how is it that you can argue that you're not making better food choices on your mukbangs, which you're conscious of, mindful of, and are producing for monetary content? And then say, no, you guys, it's the binging. I'm over-consuming my calories because I'm binging off camera. Okay, but why are you eating food like this on camera? You could be making conscious choices to cook at home, to make healthier choices, to eat less processed foods, more whole foods, which is what she was talking about all this week. Or she could be eating her diet box foods for money, for the mukbangs, but she's choosing not to. Instead, she's choosing to buy Taco Bell and eat that on camera for money. I'm assuming that the diet boxes just aren't getting eaten. They've gone the way of the Hello Fresh. It's the Goodbye Fresh. I don't know. Chantel's logic doesn't make sense. Good morning, Beth. Hello.
So, like, for example, a binge might be eating half a kilo of barbecue pumpkin seeds,
Right.
5 packets of cheesies, maybe a whole bag of Doritos,
That's a lot.
like
yeah.
5 chocolate bars.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We had a container of 48 cheese squares, Kiri cheese. Gone. 4 packs of Indomie, all in one night, and usually in secret. If someone's, sleeping or...
Yeah, that's big. That's a lot. 4 packets of meagering, that's a lot.
This is not a binge.
I understand that this isn't a binge, so why aren't you making better food choices on camera? Why are we doing this? Can someone help me understand that logic? Because I'm not buying Chantel's logic of don't put morality to foods, consume your binge foods, normalize your binge foods, whatever. I can kind of understand a psychological argument for that, right? Don't apply negative morality to food, consume that food in moderation in your normal diet, and maybe you won't have those moments of binge. But also, that kind of flies in the face of my understanding, at least of what I go through in my relationship with food, which hasn't been diagnosed, and I certainly don't approach it with a binge term. But when I am in a moment of I need food, I'm bored, I'm anxious, I have an emotional regularity that needs to be dulled with the consumption of calories, normally that isn't let me order takeout, let me order Taco Bell, it's where's the jar of peanut butter? Like, how quickly can I make a pancake? Like, it's that type of instant, not thought through consumption. Whatever. I don't get it. Thank you for the pause. You're welcome. Anytime. My pleasure.
So, I'm trying not to be too strict on eliminating right now.
I think it's a blue screen.
By the way, this is just a container of yogurt.
Maybe it's a green screen on the front and a blue screen on the back. Like a mullet. Hey, Gloating. Good to see you.
They forgot the sour cream, and this tastes just like sour cream to me. But lower in fat.
Okie dokie. Let's have a look. Let's watch this. How much? How fun. How fun.
So, it's hard for me to eliminate fast food all at once. I think it's a comfort for me.
I think there's a lot, and I think that you should unpack it with a professional. And you said you are, but I doubt that's going to happen because you've told us that about 12 times in the last 3 years.
If you notice, the background is like...
Ooh. Marissa, I know you're here. Did you hear that one?
If you notice, the background is like...
Ooh. Hold on. I'm going to slow it down. Wait, hold on. This is just for Marissa. If anyone ever questions why we do some things, there's reasons.
I think it's a comfort for me.
Shh. Ready?
If you notice, the background is like...
Ooh. Yuck. It's like when you pop a chicken wing. Ooh. Just, ooh. Youchy. That was, yeah. Again, for those of you who don't often hear the crunches on the frequency of your headphones, you couldn't have missed that one.
80s Taco Bell.
Hi, Addie. Good to see you. Major jaw hurt? Yeah. It's a proper, like...
There's something comforting about vintage fast food things for me.
She needs to pick a lane. She needs to pick a struggle. That's what she needs to do. Pick a struggle. hurt so much. Just, what's the problem, Chantal? I understand we're all complex creatures. I get it. We all have a lot going on up here, down there, everywhere. I get it. But, like, is it binging? Is it addiction? Is it you're addicted to takeout? Are you nostalgic for food packaging? It can be all of them, but could we, like, start addressing one of them? And instead of cherry-picking the advice from a the binge code book, instead of cherry-picking the advice of don't put morality to food, indulge in your binge foods to, you know, introduce them in moderation. This isn't fucking moderation. I don't care what you tell me. This here, what is this? Like 2,500 calories worth of what I would consider an indulgent food, right? A food that you might want to have once a week. I was going to say once a month, but I don't eat a lot of takeout, so I don't know where the barometer is. But no, instead, we've gone from diet boxes to Taco Bell in lightning speed. Am I cake? No. No, I'm not cake. Hey, Stephen.
And I think it's because, like, I kind of grew up in fast food culture, you know?
I grew up in fast food culture. Okay.
1984.
I grew up in the 90s. A lot of things happened in the 90s. Some of them I still hold close to me, but that's called nostalgia. I'm not blaming the 90s on a lot of stuff. It was impactful in the way that I grew up, but, like, I'm a functioning, mature adult now. I still enjoy Pokemon, but, like, I'm not going to blame my upbringings, which is what Chantal certainly is sounding like at the moment, for the relationship that I have with food. That's on me. I got to manage that. I can't just, like, blame the decade I was brought up in.
I'm an Orwellian creature.
Oh, Jesus.
So...
Buttons.
Yeah. But I will have a video out. My vlogs of what I ate are kind of a day behind. So
also, why are we not eating off of a plate? Why are we eating off of this torn up cardboard? What are we doing? Is this the inside of the computer box? No, I think this is Taco Bell packaging.
I will still do those. And yes, I'm still binge free.
Satiating your 3,000 calorie binges with a 2,000 calorie trip to Taco Bell. I mean, technically the math is on the side of the Taco Bell, but I'm also assuming this wasn't, like, the only thing we ate today.
Alhamdulillah.
Remember when I said eating for volume? Such a good... Like, what a great concept. I love that. Less dishes to do. You're not wrong.
So, I mean... I find a big success of that is...
That was not good English.
Not looking at food like, Taco Bell's so bad, and then feel guilty after eating this. That just, like, makes me feel like, well, I messed up. I might as well binge now.
What are you going to eat after this? Because I have a feeling like this is not the only meal of the day. But, okay, whatever.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, like, rewind.
Stephen, thank you for gifting a channel membership. I appreciate it. And Shrimp, welcome back. Please make sure you thank the lovely Stephen.
My brain.
Indie, same. I would like to know where Snoopy is.
Just stay away from those, like, negative connotations with food, regardless of its health value. And that's where I'm starting.
Uh-huh. What about moderation? How about moderation? I hear being a queen of moderation is a thing. No. Okay. Remember when you were saying on TikTok how you were watching people who had BED who were ordering like the small combo of things and still indulging in those foods, but not like going for the large sizes so that they could, you know, regulate like, oh, hey, well, I've eaten that thing today, so I don't need to like panic about eating it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm assuming we didn't do, this wasn't a small meal. No.
Oh.
Delicious.
I'm a very fast eater. I need to work on that too. I eat very, very fast. My cat. Sounds good. So it's like lunchtime, so this is like my lunch.
I miss story times.
Although I don't really like have breakfast, lunch, dinner. I just kind of like try to eat when I feel myself getting hungry every few hours. So yeah.
Maybe you should try structure. Try structuring your day. Remember when you said the diet box had 3 meals and 2 snacks, and you could structure your day and not be bored out of your mind? And I don't know. Don't listen to me. She shouldn't either. But the thing that she's doing right now is what she's been doing for the last 5 years on the internet. So I can't imagine that it's going to work this time. But fingers crossed, eh? 46, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. 46 says, those shifty eyes, she's trying to confuse Snoopy. He's not there. I don't think he's been there all day. That's why she's been filming in his bedroom, because he hasn't been there. Thank you for the super chat.
Spicier than I remember. Julia. She's trying to dig her way in here. But, yeah.
Trying to dig her way in here? Okay, yeah. We're in Snoopy's bedroom.
Yeah, so...
Right.
I like the background. I like this Taco Bell. I don't know who that guy is. I'll call him Frank. I don't know.
FBI Frank?
And let him eat in peace.
Man, we really had it good with the time warps, didn't we?
In Canada, I very rarely went into a restaurant, fast food restaurant to eat. Here a few times, maybe. It was still a couple Burger Kings. Canes. Okay, well, that was it.
That was terrible.
That's it, folks. That's all, folks.
Bad.
I have a makeshift little thing to eat on. I'm working on a better
Boba tea Frank? Oh, no.
setup. I know, I say that all the time.
FBI Frank.
I'm Procrastinator 101. So,
Bye, Linda.
Well, we have the green screen now. We have, like, different things. One thing at a time, one day at a time, one meal at a time. But yes.
Right, one Taco Bell at a time. Chat, we're done with that one. We're moving on. The next one, entitled The Best Sushi I Ever Had. I have ever had? I don't know what's going on with Foodie's words. Same as mine.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Hi guys, welcome back to another video.
Finger sushi.
Today I am having sushi. I have not had sushi in a long time, and I was really craving it today, so I'm gonna have sushi. So I got a combo. There's a lot of sushi here, but it was a good deal on like...
Alright, we're back in the living room.
Getting different kinds. Whoa, cool. Check it out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, these are like little crispy bits. Let me open all of them to show you first.
You fucking ordered this, you nincompoop. What is it?
Okay. So.
Okay, I'm going to assume that this is like 1,600 calories or something, because that is a whole lot of mayonnaise. Kewpie, I hope, because Kewpie mayonnaise is the right choice. But still. Oh boy. Brandon, thank you for being here for 12 months. Happy anniversary, Brandon. Brandon says, no robot waiter. We were spoiled in Canada. We were spoiled in Canada. Oh, when she went and got sushi. Oh, memories. Now we're getting box sushi. I mean, that's fine. But also, we really did have it much better.
Oh,
we did.
I have some soy sauce here. And some chopsticks. Alright. So I'm gonna put some soy sauce.
Oh, and she's got a new top.
Just like on top of the sushi. It says easy to tear and there's no tear spot. Oh, I see. Ew, it smells weird.
Chat, can you keep an eye out for any cuts in this? I have a feeling like Chantel's just not editing her mukbangs anymore.
I'm just gonna like dispense.
Someone looked it up, 2,000 calories with all the sauces and stuff. It'll get you. I mean, everything in here looks fried and doused in mayonnaise, so it's not surprising. Niddy, hello. Thank you for being here for 14 months, my friend. Niddy says, I live in Tokyo. That sushi is horrifying. It's wet. It's so wet. It's so wet. And sushi's delightful. Like, super fresh. Fish. Seafood, generally. Sometimes a bit of steak. Delicious. This everything's fried and wet. Which, to be fair, is pretty much what Chantel likes.
On every
she is a saucy gal, after all.
Make it rain soy sauce. I love soy sauce on my sushi. So none of the sushi has raw fish.
That kind of takes the whole point away, doesn't it?
Julia, which is not why Julia's not bugging me. I'm just not down for that.
Okay.
Raw fishy. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it.
If you like fried stuff and rice, you know you can just like make it at home, right? It doesn't need to be in a roll, but you could just make like a bowl of rice and have fried stuff on it and put some sauce on it instead of buying this, because that's essentially what it is. It's just constructed in a different way. Okay, I was very confused, but it didn't come in a cute little box, so I get it.
One more sodium here.
Sodiums.
I don't know. I love it. So
let's get in. Let's get into these. Chat, what do you reckon? Do these look good? Would you eat these? I mean, they don't look terrible. They look wet. And they came in a box with the sauce on it. That feels weird to me. No. Stop pulp-splaining it, Zach. They look sad. No, I don't think I want it. No, don't want it. Grocery store sushi. Even grocery... Oh, yeah. I don't know what it is.
anyways.
I don't know what it is.
I'm like so tired right now. You have no idea. What is this stuff?
You're tired?
Oh.
Why? What have you been doing?
Crunchy tempura bits.
Crunchy tempura bits. Great.
Cool.
More fried crispy bits. That's panko, right?
Yeah, I'll take that. I love these things.
I thought that was a little, like, container of wasabi. Wow. I didn't think it was more fat and carbohydrates. Good.
So let me just look this up and then I'll get to the point.
Okay.
So what kind did I get? I got...
That's mind-blowing. That is actually mind-blowing. For them to be like, here's some fried breadcrumbs for you to put on your sushi. When the fried contents wasn't enough. That's fucked. That's fucked.
This is like crab sticks with spicy
Little Moon, welcome back to Popster, mate.
sauce,
Thank you.
avocado,
Where's the ginger? Where's the wasabi? I thought those were little containers of like wasabi and ginger.
cucumber. These are shrimp balls, fried shrimp.
Hold on, she's telling us what's in it.
Got... This is like crab sticks with spicy sauce, avocado, cucumber.
Okay, yeah.
These are shrimp balls, fried shrimp.
Right.
With carrot, I think, avocado,
Carrot.
black sesame seed, spicy sauce. And these are wrapped inside of white, I think, soy paper. It's not seaweed.
Soy paper? What is going on? I thought they were just the... What are they called? They're not nori rolls, because nori is seaweed. But the rolls that don't have any seaweed on them. They're called something. This is so bizarre.
Oh, I'm happy about that because I don't like the taste of seaweed at all. So let's dig in.
You're not eating sushi. I'm convinced. I don't like the taste of seaweed and I don't eat raw fish. Okay. Again, this, like, deconstructed, this is rice, fried stuff, and sauce. You could concoct this in any way. You could have made this in a bowl. This is so weird.
Maybe bites. I want to try this one first. I forget what's in all these. I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen, I guess, maybe. Whoa. Beauty bite. Mmm. That makes my mouth happy.
That makes my mouth happy.
I don't know how to use chopsticks. No fishy taste. I love it.
Yeah, maybe you don't like sushi. This paper business is blowing my mind. What is this?
Another bite?
Soy paper? Like rice paper?
Mmm.
Soy paper. Like made from soy starches?
Wow. That is so good.
Is it?
This crab sticks one? Mm.
How good are bowls though? Steven, bowls are so good. Bowls are one of my favorite things. Love a bowl.
This one has crab and shrimp. Mm. The spicy mayo they put on it is so good and unique.
Chat. Sorry, Chantal, do you want to know what I think it is? It's probably like Kewpie mayonnaise and sriracha. There's your secret to a delicious spicy mayonnaise. I figured it out for you, gal. You can make it yourself.
I haven't tried it before.
You haven't tried... You. Chat, I've got to ask. I've really got to ask. Does this look like the face of someone who hasn't tried spicy mayonnaise before? Oh, wait, you can answer. Let me know. Does this look like... We all know. Come on now. We know.
Like, I've tried spicy mayo, but it tastes... This one different than what I've tried before. I have chicken marinating in milk in the fridge.
Okay. Are we going to get a cooking bees? That would be nice after, like, a week's worth of takeout mukbangs.
Because I wanted to make fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and broccoli today, but as you can tell, I'm so tired because we just got home.
I'll ask since you're leading. What did you do today?
And
Cuddlecats, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Cuddlecats says there is a sushi chef rolling over in the cream right now. This is very much giving like supermarket sushi. I could see it. Like it's pre-packaged, it's pre-done. It was made at like 3 o'clock that morning. I could see it. I just, I don't know. I even think just a hand roll would have been. This is a lot with all the panko business. It's a lot.
I'll tell you, I need to get in better shape because just shopping.
You need to get in better shape. Are we having this conversation again? What happened to the gym, Mary?
And walking around a large area, really getting very challenging.
How is that not a giant red flag for you? Listen to this. Listen to her.
And walking around a large area, really getting very challenging.
Getting. As in, it wasn't challenging enough before. Now, it's getting more challenging. How do you say something like that out loud and not go, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I would be panicking. I would be. And I understand that that's probably not great for the mentals, but I would panic. 100%.
And leaves me exhausted.
Hey, Jim. Good to see you.
But we went to a huge market and we found a clothing store that had some shirts that are like some clothes that fit me.
Okay. In the thumbnail, she had a 3X, which was very confusing.
Digging, you know? This is like a long shirt. The front is a bit shorter.
The front is a bit short. I'm going to need she's not going to stand up. So, chat, I'm going to ask you. This shirt looks like a gown. Not a gown, sorry, a cape. Is everyone else seeing that? We're going to zoom in for a bit. I'm going to need some help deconstructing this outfit from behind the laptop box table. The shirt's hideous. I can't see enough. She's blending into the couch. And I get it. Dark blue and navy was always my go-to because it's always, for men's clothes when you get bigger, it's always navy and black. Those are pretty much your only options. I'm going to need help me understand this fashion, chat, because you know I like to talk about fashion. Someone said it's a maternity abaya. You think so? I'm just really confused. Louisa Moon, thank you for being here for 3 months. Sorry, Louisa says, formal request, stop talking with your mouth full. Okay. Thank you for being here. Okay, so this is the confusing part. Like, the rest of it makes sense, but this cutout section, I don't even know if it's a cutout. Maybe it's like a pleat. This chest piece here, this is the confusing bit. Because that's what makes me think it's a cape. Like, there's an undershirt section, and then this is like a capey bit that falls over the top. Maternity, eh? I don't even know what a maternity gown? Maternity abaya? Maternity abaya? Gown? I don't know. Now I'm looking at fashions. Cover girl. Maternity and nursing friendly. Oh, I can kind of see that. Oh, that one makes sense. It's got like a little, not a bolero, but like in that similar kind of silhouette. Maybe. Okay, interesting. Well, I just wanted to know because it didn't make a lot of sense, and you know me, I love to talk about fashion. So thank you so much for letting me know. Yeah, this cutout in the middle is so strange. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre.
And the back is long to cover all my areas.
That also doesn't make sense. The front is short, but the back is long. What for? I thought they were all just a standard size. Like they're like a column. They just fall to the floor. I was sure. Never see you here.
So good.
100% Kayla. Yes.
So.
Oh, thank you so much, Zara. Thank you. I saw it and I had to have it. Well, that wouldn't make sense with her structure either, shrimp. Because like if it's higher at the, oh no, that would make sense because it might be pulling or catching at the front. Now I get you.
Man, seriously, just it was a huge market, and by the time I get to the car, I'm just
so there's a secondary. So there's a primary piece of fabric underneath, and then the secondary piece is like I said, a bolero or a jacket, like sitting over the shoulders. Got it.
It's like,
because that would be so much easier if you only had like the 1 or 2 slips of fabric as the column, and then you had the arms and this triangle piece over the top. Because it's almost like 2 garments, but together. Makes sense.
buddy, flushed.
Again, so glad we're able to have this conversation while Chantel's just sitting here, essentially camouflaged behind the box.
Just ready to pass out.
Meh asks, so what's her channel about? Are you new here, Meh? Because if you are, we'll catch you up to speed. So, Chantel Marie, aka Foodie Beauty, started out as a beauty vlogger and quickly moved into a mukbanger, and then quickly moved into a weight loss channel, and then very much moved into a drama channel where she was creating the own drama by chasing an ex-partner of hers who was mildly abusive, well, majorly abusive, and also supplying her with cocaine. And then she met her now husband on Tinder, international Tinder. He was in Kuwait, she was in Canada. They spoke together, they spoke for 3 weeks, and then she flew from Canada to Kuwait, has now moved there allegedly to live with him, and she eats on camera for money. That's the short version. Do you need the long version?
I have to remember those moments.
Why are we watching? Well, we watch Meh. Meh is new. Everyone say hi to Meh. Lovely to meet you, Meh. Well, everybody watches for different reasons. I have a morbid curiosity, where I get interested in storylines and stuff. Like it's like okay. Say you're really into the Lord of the Rings, right? And you watch the first movie or you read the first book and you think, boy howdy, I can't wait to see how this turns out. And then you do, right? That's what a lot of us are doing. We got invested in Chantal. That's a really poor analogy. Jesus. Foodie Beauty is kind of like Sauron. She's now lost all of her ring wraiths, though, to be fair. And there are a lot more hobbits in this version of the analogy. Long story short, she's relatively interesting, sometimes makes me laugh, and always makes me reflect on my better life choices and to never go back to similar ways of thinking as Foodie. I never want to be as terrible as Foodie Beauty, you know? So it helps to watch sometimes.
When I get an urge to binge it. The only thing with sushi is I don't find it very filling. I could eat like a million pieces, I swear. This white soy wrapper is definitely better than the nori. I don't like the nori.
Okay, chat, has anyone caught up with this white soy wrapper, what this is? Can someone let me know? Don't do as Foodie do. Exactly, Bex. That's kind of the rules. White soy. Starch? Rice paper. Something.
What?
Hot wasabi, hello!
I guess it's not technically sushi, is it?
That's right. Warn the newbies.
Sushi just meant with the rice.
Oh, soy milk. Oh, kitchen. That makes sense. So it's the starches. Got it.
This is the best sushi I've ever had. I'm not kidding. How do I use these?
Throdian, good to see you, and I'm in agreement. At the moment, she's just eating panko crumbs coated in mayonnaise. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? No.
I'd probably be thin if I lived in a place where I could only use chopsticks. I'd probably find a way to shovel it in.
Man, we've seen you eat with your hands plenty. I'm sure you'd be fine.
So, I mean,
do panko crumbs in mayo count as a salad? Of course not, Marissa. There's no cheese. What are you talking about?
this one's my favorite. It is what it is. I know what I have to do. It's just...
I don't want to do it. I don't know if she's talking to us or talking to herself in moments like this. I know what I have to do. I know I need to get healthy. I know I need to keep walking because my mobility is getting bad. I know I keep putting on weight. I know I'm avoiding this, that, and the other. I know. Then do it. Do something. Do anything. Or just continue sitting here
annoying.
Doing this.
Spicy. So this is just a fast video, like have dinner with me type deal. I need rest to replenish my energy.
To replenish your energy from what? Did you go for a walk with Snoopy around a shop?
And I'll be able to do more.
Okay.
Slightly more. But yeah, this is actually it's a 3X, this shirt. I was surprised. That was the max they went up to.
I didn't think abayas and stuff were measured in X's and L's and S's and M's. That's a Rihanna song. Rihanna? Rhiannon. Rihanna? No, Rhiannon. Getting confused with Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks? Stevie Ticks. What was she saying? No, I lost it. 3X! Oh, maternity clothing is labeled in X's and L's. Ah, that would make sense. She said shirt. She did say shirt. Size 3. Stop it. That's Ambi's math. Ambi math.
And I'm like, well, you know, but some shirts are made like baggy.
She keeps saying shirt.
So it depends where you buy it on the brand and all that, you know?
Could you tell us more about the shirt? Because I like the fashion, but you seem to be withholding information from me. ATP, she could literally go and find someone to make her custom outfits. This has been I have argued this even about Ambi since the dawn of time, since watching. Just being like, why do you keep buying terrible, torrid stuff? Like, just go and make friends with someone who can, like, sew, or a professional, and pay them. She's wearing a shirt, no pants. You think so, Leonie?
So good.
So good, you guys. Well, at least she's installed her own PG filter here. We don't have to worry too much about that.
But see, like, sushi's not that filling. I don't know why it's weird.
Sushi's not that filling. Ma'am, you just ate, like 1,700 calories. What are you talking about? Possibly more. I don't know.
It looks like a lot of food. It is a lot of food, but... Anyway. Because, for example, like another shirt, I tried on...
Hey, Chantal, here's a really fun thing. Try this, right? For a really fun volume exercise, while you're eating anything, have half a head of broccoli. Prepare it however you want, but just have it on the side. Try to finish the thing that you're eating and the half a head of broccoli. I can guarantee, like, as a side to the dish. I can guarantee you will feel full as hell. Broccoli is chef's kiss. Amazing.
There was also 3X, but it didn't fit the same way.
Yeah, that cutout is so strange.
But that got rid of my sushi craving. Alhamdulillah. Alright, well.
And now she's still hungry and she's bored. Great.
That's why it's so hard for me to cut down, you know, so drastically on portions. Like those meal kits just seem so tiny because I can really shove it in there. I can eat large quantities of food, even in a non-binge context, you know.
Try eating a salad with this, or a side of vegetables, or something.
Anyway, I'm gonna hit the hay. I mean, I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out for the day. I had such a busy day, but
doesn't tell us what she did.
Yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Well, that was a bit of a nothing burger, wasn't it? A real salad. No, yeah, not a cheese salad. Not a foodie special. I don't know what she did. She didn't tell us what she did. She went shopping. Well, yeah, she did say she bought a new shirt, so she had a big day shopping, guys. She had to eat her sushi. All right, chat, we're going to move on from foodie now. We are rip-roaring through the content. So I know everyone's not here for Ambi. I get it. I am, though. So if you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, that'd be great. Make sure you drink your water. Have a big cup of tea for me, because I could use one. And I think I'm out of beverages. Oh, no, and I have to deal with this one. Anyway, it's Ambi o'clock. Chat, Ambi alert. Sound the Ambi alarm. We're about to watch Ambi and her Destiny Hurt Me Ozempic intimacy, self-identity, weight loss surgery, and more. Can't wait. I'm just going to leave her on the... I have to get the ears. Oh my god, Mick, I have to get the ears. And I have to get a beverage. Well, Oh, and I might have to blow my nose. Please hold. Oh, hang on. Entertain yourselves. I'm just going to put this one on. such a catchy song. It's a very, very dramatic circus song. It's great. Okay, Ambi, what do you got for us today? 1.25.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hello.
So I haven't done like a Q&A on YouTube in a hot minute, or at least it feels that way. I don't know.
I should have read the Q&A in the title because I instantly felt extremely disappointed. And I don't know why. Actually, this is what I was feeling internally. This one. This one? There we go. This is that's quite unfortunate. Look, I understand the pause game. The pause game is kind to no one. You could pause on Henry Cavill and get an unfortunate frame somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, the pause game... the pause game is kind to nobody. But Ambi was talking, so everybody be quiet.
So I figured, let's do one. I went onto Instagram and I had you guys ask me questions, and I'm doing it a little different.
Why is she yelling? Why is she so loud? She's so loud. Hold on, I'll turn her down. I'm sorry.
This time. Y'all's questions are in this box. Normally, I have a crown living in this box. Yes, I have a crown. It is what it is.
Oh my god, my life is so hard. One of my enablers sent me a crown.
All queens have a crown. So...
Some more so than others. Some literal crowns, some figurative clowns. Yeah. Ambi's got a whole clown.
My friend actually came up with this idea. They were over here hanging.
What happened to her hair? I don't know. I think she just washed it. Or something.
Now, they're kind of new to like the YouTube world. I've tried to explain it to them, and I was explaining like how it's my job.
Moonboot says she seems so energetic after Foodie's expressionless mukbang. I agree. I 100% agree. She definitely has more energy.
All that. They've watched some of my videos, but I told them how like what my next video was, and then 2 and 2 came together, and he was like, "Let me choose the questions." And
it's deeply parted. Yeah, but that doesn't explain the. I don't want to say. It's got some volume to it. That's what I want to say. It's got a little bit of texture. I don't know. It feels maybe it hasn't been washed. Maybe it went from poop bun up to just. Maybe she brushed it out. I don't know. Blew it out? No, you do that to your back. No, you do that to your hair too. I don't know. It is deeply parted though. She's definitely got a moment happening here. This is kind of giving me... This is giving me far north Queensland me trying to do an emo fringe, but it being like 80% humidity in my hair just going sideways. There was no product that could contain that one. No. Sorry, just reminiscing.
And as he was going through, he was like, "I don't understand most of this. What are they talking about?" Because there's a lot of like inside things between me and YouTube, and they were just confused. But
so you're saying your friend doesn't watch your YouTube? Got it.
He chose questions, wrote them on paper, folded them up, and put them in here. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know a single question that's in here. I know you're watching. You better follow the rules.
Is it humid in Kentucky? That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's humid.
I gave one rule. I said, we have to have all genres, like a freaking movie. We need comedy, we need horror, we need education, we need lifestyle, we need romance, we need drama. Let's get into it. Here are all the pages. This is so funny. All right, let's do this thing. Would you rather live on a farm or on a boat?
Wow, we're really starting the Q&A off strong. I would rather live on a farm than a boat. Chat, what do you reckon? Genres, Marissa. Genres. She is so annoying. Nicole, you have no idea. I mean, I imagine you do actually have some idea. But yes. Yes, riveting. Farm all day. Farm, 100%. I don't think I could stand living on a boat. Boat if it meant getting away from her. Oh, it's very humid in Kentucky. Well, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Her hair definitely looks different. And it's not just the parting. It's she's got volume. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. I'm going to say farm because I love the animals. I do. Oh, I could have chickens. I could have chickens on a farm. All of the eggs, eggs, on a boat, I think a boat would be a lot more upkeep. A lot more potential hazards could happen on a boat, I think. I'm not big on boats. Farm. Definitely farm.
Definitely on a farm. Me and boats, we don't...
Oh, Susie, you think she dyed it? Maybe.
Don't connect, which is crazy because as a young girl, I went on plenty of boats. I swam in the middle of the ocean, okay? Like, I had no fear. And now I'm like, nope, don't want to be anywhere near the water. If you...
Yeah, Ambi, that is also kind of one of those big, like, red light moments where you're like, oh, look how adventurous and interested in the world I was when I was a younger person, and now I'm kind of just, like, a bit shut in, and I don't even take walks because tennis shoes give me PTSD. Not a joke, actually something Amberlynn said.
If you could visit any time period, what would it be? The 1950s. Them...
Why?
And those poodle skirts are too cute. Who...
Saying... If you had the untold, unfathomable power to time travel, you would want to visit the 1950s to see poodle skirts. Gal, you could find yourself a poodle skirt today in the modern age, utilizing a tool that wasn't available to you in the 1950s called the internet. Also a lot of things... Oh my god. Okay, cool, great.
Who is your favorite 90-day couple on this season of Before the 90 Days? Definitely...
Yeah, I'm thinking the 1950s would not be a great time for Amberlynn considering her identity and... whatever. Anyway, she doesn't know history like that, you guys.
Who is your favorite 90-day couple on this season of Before the 90 Days?
I have told you, chat. I've told you all before. I have not watched a single episode of 90 Day Fiancé, and I feel like I'm missing out, but I also feel like I'm safe. Like Mark's safe from 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah.
Definitely Gino and Jasmine, because it's just like drama to the extreme. I'm just like, what is happening? Jasmine, honey, you need help. I mean, a lot of us need help, for being honest. But like,
who's Jasmine and who's helping her?
What? Like, if you guys watch Before the 90 Days, like, tell me. Shit ain't enough. I'm over here like, okay, so doesn't want prenup, the will, 1 + 1 = 2? Sounds to me she's using him for money. What is one thing you'll never do again? Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again. Yes,
I'm sorry, what?
You'll never do again. Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again.
I'm gonna need someone to help me with that one. Can someone do a quick walkthrough of that? What? Hammy, you're here. Help. What? J to the D, lovely to see you. Eating meth. I'm so confused. Maybe she explains it.
Yes, I ate meth. I was 15. And
15 is older. Because in my mind, I was thinking maybe... Because understanding that Ambi's got a hard past and her parents with addiction and things like that. So I'm reminiscing on maybe Ambi was like quite a young child and accidentally found something and just decided to like kids do with marbles, you know, being like, oh, look, a shiny rock. Swallow. 15's a bit older. I was thinking like maybe she was 7 and accidentally found some floor meth. You know, like Foodie found the floor pipe. Found some floor crystals and just decided to lick them. That seems like a more logical, like, kid puts thing in mouth, not 15-year-old teenager swallows meth. That seems like a weird story. It seems like I'm very cynical about the story as well, because it feels like something that Ambi certainly would have told us. That feels like flabbergastery. That's what that is.
+ 1 = 2? Sounds to me she's using him for money. What is one thing you'll never do again? Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again. Yes, I ate meth. I was 15.
Also the fact that she's I don't trust this story.
And it'll never happen again. No, it will not. Can you make recipes at home?
I just don't trust it. She did tell us. Really, Girl Scout? Huh. 15? That seems... She told the story years ago? Wow. That one really didn't stick in the old memory banks, huh? It was a lie then, it's a lie now. It just seems so bizarre, especially at 15. Like lie at a young... Not lie at a younger age, but like lie about the story at a younger age because that's more believable. I don't believe a 15-year-old is just going to find... First of all, where the fuck are you finding, like... Whatever. I understand she's got history. That's weird.
Like takeout, but instead fake out. Oh, fake out. Wait, that is so cute. I love that idea. It could be like a fake out series. Wait, that's the only type of fake I like. What is your coming out story? With my mom, she found out because she found a letter in my pants. Yes, but she didn't tell me until months later. She accepted it. She tried to make me feel better by saying, oh, I think women are hot. I'm like, okay, thank you for trying to make me feel better. With my dad, it was just one of those things where it's like, he like kind of knew, but I like never told him. So I was like 24 when I just like flat out told him, like, I'm a lesbian.
Ooh, relatable, except that's big. Because, you know, if you're a queer individual who has come out to their parents in various forms, everybody's different, right? Everybody's gurney in that conversation looks different. And my parents knew. There were multiple signs. But mum would talk to me about it and dad wouldn't. And that's so interesting. Hearing other people's coming out stories is so interesting. And much better when there's when it's well received and there's not a lot of trauma involved, because I understand that's at times a likely outcome. I find it so interesting because my relationship with my dad looks so different, but we don't necessarily talk about that. Like, we talk about things, but I never had the coming out moment with dad. Yeah, it just kind of like naturally floated into conversation. Huh. Anyway, you tell your story. Sorry,
and he was very...
Didn't mean to step on her toes.
Like 24 when I just like flat out told him, like, I'm a lesbian, and he was very
gay as hell, Shay.
accepting.
Gay as hell.
It's so weird because my dad actually used to be extremely homophobic. Like, this is when I was a little girl. My grandma's actually a lesbian, and I didn't know that when I was a little girl. That's just like a whole other story, long story. Yeah, he was really homophobic when I was younger, but like I'm telling you, like 2 decades ago, he has completely changed. He accepts me, and I'm very grateful that I have like a full family who accepts me. And I'm just very grateful for that. Like, truly, I can't say it enough. And my heart goes out to the people who do come out and they don't have that, like, safe space. It, like, breaks my heart. Are you continuing?
Yeah, it's a very, very confronting thing when you're unsure. I think that's why for many people that I know who have, like, told this story to me, I guess, it is so much easier when your family already has someone of the persuasion like within the family, because it seems so much more familiar, because for some people it can be quite shocking. And obviously there are, you know, bigots and terrible people out there in the world, but, you know, if you're not exposed to some of that in your real world, sometimes that conversation can, I imagine, that conversation can be quite confronting if you're not as exposed or open-minded to that idea. Anyway, talking about sexuality can be a whole thing. Thanks for introducing that, Amby.
To heal from your past trauma. Yes, I am. Actually have not had a therapy appointment in like 3 weeks, so I need to get on to
Aw, Jen, I like that energy.
that. I have my next one scheduled. What made you feel disconnected with your weight loss surgery journey? I let fear hardcore get in the way, and it was just like so many things kept telling me, don't do it. Like, it was as if my gut was telling me like something bad is gonna happen, and I don't know, I just like...
Oh, Ruthie, possibly, yes.
I don't know. Something was telling me, don't do it. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know if I want to 100% get into it right now, but
I know that my mum's still quite awkward, even at my mature age. My mum's still quite awkward talking about it at times, because the conversation will often be, are you seeing anyone special? Which I encourage. I really encourage. Like, I'm never gonna have children, so, and you know what? Don't listen to me. But I really do love the idea of when engaging with someone and asking about their personal life in a loving family or found family manner. Just approaching every like potential special son mom with gender neutral approach. I love that idea.
There are
so good.
Just things, just tell them.
Because it kind of leaves the door open for like, oh, hey, yeah, I am. And their name is, or they are, or he is, or she is. It's great. And, you know, you let the person who's telling the story dictate how much information they're willing to give out. That's great.
Me not to do it. Like, I don't know. I definitely trust my gut a lot. Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. I also trust my intuition. Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. It just didn't feel right. What's one good habit you have accomplished in June that you will carry with you into July? Ooh, definitely eating at home more. Like, less takeout, so many more like whole foods. And so many people like believe that they need to count calories and measure their food to lose weight, but
yep, I did. That's my gurney.
it's just like, when I don't count calories and I'm literally just eating like whole foods and foods that like feel good and nourish your body, I notice I lose weight.
Ma'am, didn't you literally say in the other day's video that you underate and that's why you ordered 2 cheeseburgers and a large fries from McDonald's? Wasn't that the story that we were given? I'm remembering that correctly, right? Right? She wasn't counting calories, but she was aware of the calories and then she underate and that's why she overate the next day or whatever the story was. That's how that happened. Whole Foods. You call bullshit? I do too.
Just eating like whole foods and foods that like feel good and nourish your body, I notice I lose weight. The minute I start like counting them pesky calories and
those pesky calories
and adding more like processed, obviously I'm not perfect, but adding more like processed and
you need to take these two things aside. You know you can do whole foods and count calories at the same time, right? That's a possibility. You can also eat a fuck ton of processed foods and not count calories. That's a different gurney. That's gonna take you in a different direction. Hey, Ambi, I don't think you've ever tried this. Try this for a week. See what happens. Whole foods only and count calories. Try that. Hell, in that span of a week, give yourself a free meal, right? On the Saturday, be like, I'm going to have whatever I want for dinner. Try that. Give that a whirl. Give it a whirl. Or bump your calories up and include processed foods, but eat 2 out of your 3 meals as whole food only. See if that works. Like, what are you talking about processed foods and counting calories? You don't have to eat processed foods. Full stop. The end. That's the end of that statement.
measuring everything, like I don't lose as much weight. So I feel like there is like a really big misconception. I feel like a lot of people do count calories because they do like the processed food. So if it works for you, I love that.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? People count calories for a lot of different reasons. People who are counting calories are not necessarily eating processed foods. Also, not getting this lecture from Miss Double Cheeseburger the other day. Fuck out of town. What is she talking about?
But like for me, I don't. I just feel so much better eating whole foods, nourished. Like putting my head in this weird spot of like having to measure out broccoli. Girl, no. Like I'm not gonna measure out my broccoli, sorry.
You don't have to, but you can. I found it extremely educational, weighing literally everything. When I was on 1,200 calories, which again, don't recommend. When I was on 1,200 calories, I would weigh out everything. Absolutely everything. And it wasn't necessarily to like always be right on that 1,200 like guideline. That helped, but I gave myself a little bit of grace. But I was like, 200 grams of broccoli is like 60 calories or something, or 30 calories, something tiny. But it's really interesting when you count it because you can literally see, oh great, I'm getting it, like on this current diet, on what I'm currently eating, I'm getting 300% of my vitamin C. I'm getting 120% of my vitamin K. I'm only getting 30% of my iron, so I need to up that, right? Like when you count calories, you're not just counting calories. It's not just about weight loss or weight gain. You can also count your macronutrients and your like general nutrient intake, which can be really interesting to some people. I know that even when I was like, even outside of that restrictive diet, I don't get enough iron. I think a lot of people probably don't get enough iron in their diet. But the only way to really know that is, well, one, I guess, is a trip to the doctor and get a test. Or two, you can actually track your consumption and see what you're missing. It's crazy. She's wild.
You have an exercise routine right now. I don't. I actually don't. And I need to get one. I know. What are some ways that you found your self-identity? Wow. You know what? I don't know who I am. I was going to try to come up with an...
That's right. She found macro counting too confusing. Yeah. Mate, oh God, she's just fucking... She should try something for more than a week. That's what I would suggest. Instead of doing all of this shit, she should just like pick a thing and try to stick to it for a week and see what happens. That would be great.
Identity. Wow.
I need to go
My
back.
broccoli, sorry. Do you have an exercise routine right now?
Oh, Seal, same. I had to, at one point in time, I was directed to consume 3,000 calories a day, on Whole Foods. And like, it was like, it was 300 or 310 grams of, protein. And I was like, I don't think I did it for 4 days and I felt so gross. I ate so much chicken. I was just really full, and I'm used to eating for volume, but I was just so full and so over lean protein that it didn't work. And I knew it wasn't going to work. I was like, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to work. I can't do this. So I was my PT who gave me that guidance. And I was like, I'm going to go in at like 2,200 and I'll stay on Whole Foods, but I can't get 300 grams of protein. That's fucking impossible. So I was like, I can aim for like 200, 250, and I'll throw in an extra protein shake here and then. But oh God, it was a miserable experience for 4 days. Anyway.
No, I don't. I actually don't. And I need to get one. I know. What are some ways that you found your self-identity? Wow. You know what? I don't know.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about self-identity, everyone.
Oh, who I am. I was going to try to come up with an answer, but I literally don't know who I am. I have no idea who I am as a person.
But you could do both. Why not both? If you have a love for nail polish, you could do Pokemon-inspired nail polish. I love that idea. Have fun. Could you paint my nails in a Jolteon-inspired look? White, yellow, black? And a little Jolteon face on the thumbs. How fun.
I don't know my favorite color.
Okay, we're going to go back, and I'm going to try and focus on this, because this is actually a big conversation.
Wow. You know what? I don't know who I am. I was going to try to come up with an answer, but I literally don't know who I am.
Okay. As a concept, the idea of self and being aware of who you are, that's a gurney, right? That is literally the defining element of your life's journey. It's not necessarily finding yourself, because there is no self to be found. It's just experiencing life as you, understanding how you react and interact with the world around you, what your history is, unpacking yourself as you kind of are along for the ride. I don't think there's ever a point in time where you can sit down and be like, I am this person. Perhaps there is in like a professional capacity, or if you're like unpacking things with like a mental health professional, for instance. But for the most part, we go through life and we change and evolve, and our morals and ethics kind of guide our decisions and who we are. Our aesthetics, things that we find interesting, hobbies that we have, everything like that, that does not necessarily define who we are. Those are just elements of our character. I really like animal print and watching nonsense on the internet. Those do not define me as an individual, but they are, characteristics and interests that I hold. I don't think that question's this deep. Life is just for the living, Cuddle Cats, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Cuddle Cat says, my daughter-in-law was told not to come home when she came out as a transgender lesbian. I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. I hope everything's okay. She was in love with my daughter, put her through college, and now 13 years later, my girls are happily married. Oh, with masters? Congratulations, Cuddle Cats. That's a happy story in the end. I'm glad that everybody felt loved, and I'm glad that you were there to support them through all of that. And that's really sweet. And please give them a big hug for me next time you see them. That's excellent news. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thanks for being a great person. Thank you.
I have no idea who I am as a person. I don't know my favorite color.
Okay. Is that important? Does that matter? Does that make you a quirky or non-quirky individual? Who the fuck knows? Ambi's had multiple favorite colors over the course of her life on the internet. I'm pretty sure at one point in time, Hunter Green might be the most recent one. It's either fuchsia or Hunter Green was the most recent one. The fact that that's taking up space in my brain makes me sad.
I don't know my clothing style.
Thick bottom pants. Say hi to everyone at the gym for me.
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know my favorite color. I don't know my clothing style.
She is reverting back to talking points from the old house now. In the old house, she had this exact same conversation, including, I don't know what my clothing style is. Because she kept buying things on Torrid and being like, this is very, like, matronly. I don't think she ever used that word, though. This is very, like, this is giving grandma. This is very, like, floral and dowdy. I don't think she knows what that word is either. I don't think she used half of those words. But she definitely said, like, oh, this is giving, like, a bit of, you know, grandma vibes, whatever. Is it important? No. Does everybody have a defining, like, aesthetic when it comes to what they wear? No. A lot of people who do have defining characteristics and aesthetics with their clothing or their style tend to be either, like, in the industry or seamstresses, tailors, people who sew for a hobby, people who like making clothing, people who just like design and looks and fashion and are involved in all of that. Ambi is none of those things. Ambi buys her things from Torrid and the end. So if you want a particular style, if Ambi one day suddenly woke up and decided, you know what, I really like the rockabilly aesthetic, I'm going to pull out all of my clothes and replace them with 50s and 40s and 50s like era pin-up looks. Work, diva, get it, but you're going to have to find someone to like build that for you because it doesn't just happen overnight. And also, like, that's just a you thing. Go and do that if you want to do that. Hey, Arcee.
I don't know who I am. I feel like the only thing I do know is things that I'm passionate about. Things that, like, give me the Frisian goosebumps. Like, I know...
I'm sorry, the what?
It's things that I'm passionate about. Things that, like, give me the Frisian goosebumps. Like...
Did she say Frisian goosebumps? Does she think goosebumps has something to do with, like, fridges?
No, it's things that I'm passionate about. Things that, like, give me the Frisian goosebumps. Like...
The Frisian goosebumps. Oh my god, Pinopoly pinup. Marissa, I didn't even make that connection. You're right.
I know what type of music I love, and I can just feel my soul dance, and I can feel my soul cry to certain songs, and just really truly feel it. I know that I love Legos, and I absolutely adore animals and things like that, but like, truly, I just don't know who I am. And
is this because someone called her boring? I get the feeling like someone called her boring, and this is a response to that.
And I am hoping that I will eventually find out. Like, I just feel like every day is a new day to learn more about yourself and who you are. And I'm 32 years old, and I don't know. Like, who is she? Who is Amberlynn Reid? I don't know if I'll ever even have an answer.
Probably not. I imagine that Ambi's going to just continue through life in the same capacity she has for the last few years, because that's been the vibe. If Ambi woke up one day and decided, I want to get really into art, and was like, great, I'm going to go visit museums, I'm going to go visit galleries, I'm going to buy some books, I'm going to take some painting classes, I'm going to learn to, like, I'm going to get really into still life, or I'm going to get really into, like, abstract designs, and I'm going to paint, and then I'm going to paint all of these walls, and then, like, I think the thing is that, Ambi, a lot of the time, the defining characteristics of individuals when it comes to, like, aesthetics and hobbies and things like that is that they're derived from people's interests, right? You can be really interested in a particular genre of music, and that can impact, like, your fashion, what you do for work, your additional hobbies. Me, I love disco. I also love roller skating. There's a big crossover there. And they don't necessarily, like, they exist separately, but they also, like, they complement one another. But Ambi, that's the thing. You've got to have hobbies. Like, doing Legos is a lovely hobby, but it's very much downtime. It's not particularly engaging for much other than, like, cognitive ability and, like, I guess that's about it. But you really like that Van Gogh, like, Starry Night Lego, so why don't you get into, like, learning about Van Gogh, art, the masters, I don't know, Renaissance. I'm going way back in time now, but do you know what I mean? She doesn't have any interests or hobbies apart from watching people on the internet and Legos. And to be fair, I watch people on the internet as well, but I think that if you don't have hobbies, the other aspects of your life are kind of just going to go wanting. Like, yeah.
How long do you think is appropriate to be in
Hey, Six Bacons, good to see you.
the talking stage before dating? That depends. Like, everyone is completely different. It depends on how connected you guys feel, etc., etc. I feel like you can talk to someone for 2 days and be ready to go on a date with them. For some people, you talk for a month and then you're finally ready. So it just depends on the circumstances, honestly. Why did you agree to talk to Destiny at all, knowing it wouldn't be good for you? Oh boy.
Drama. Here for it. Here for messy drama. Everybody, edge your seats.
I didn't think my friend was going to choose any Destiny questions, but he did. I think I wanted like my own closure. I wanted my own closure, honestly. I have so many questions that I wanted to ask her, and
She wanted to do her own healing. Right. Everybody's healing in this situation. Where's my clown music?
didn't. I felt blindsided. A lot of people think that I was watching her live, and I definitely was not. I had no idea that she was live. And then once she told me she was live, I said, okay. And then I guess her live ended or something because she said, okay, now we're talking in private. And she never told me she went back on live stream. When people say, oh, those are Amberlynn's true colors.
They are 100% your true colors, because in this argument of I wasn't aware that Mestany was recording, that is who you are off of camera. You have told us that you put on a front, that you put on a character, that we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know who you are. We only know who we see on the camera, blah, blah, blah. But now you're arguing that it wasn't your true colors based on a phone call that you didn't think everybody would see. And to be entirely honest, we've gotten glimpses of Amberlynn behind the camera multiple times before. Other people's content, certain voice recordings from Becky's mum, which are terrible. That phone call with Mestany, like there's a whole lot. I'm not saying that any of those things should have gotten out, but they did. And from where I sit, everything that we've seen from behind the scenes and everything that Ambi has put in front of us, for instance, on YouNows or live streams, they show me the same person. She's a little bit more polished in her produced vlogs, but from behind the scenes and live streams, I've got a pretty good inclination of the person that Amberlynn Reid is. Yeah. Capricorn, hello mate, thank you so much for the super chat. Capricorn says, Zach, disco rules. I agree. I love the fact that we've had a resurgence over the last 3 years. Yeah, let's say it 3 years, because for me, one of the biggest pop divas that dragged my interest back to disco, because I had a general interest in disco, and then Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia, the album came out at the same time. Was it a month before Chromatica? I think so. That came out, and I was just like, ooh, I'm digging this, not new disco, but like new millennial disco. Ooh, I kind of live for this. And then Beyonce came out with some disco stuff, and then Kylie came out with some disco stuff. And don't get me wrong, I have my favorites, but my favorite's Kylie. Kylie can literally do no wrong. I feel a sense of pride for Kylie, because she's obviously from down here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Capricorn continues. Silly question, did freestyle music make it to Australia? That's my favorite genre. Some famous acts would be Expose, Lisa, the Cover Girls. I'm thinking yes. The Cover Girls are definitely ringing a bell. I might be mistaking the Weather Girls, but that's because gay anthems. But the Cover Girls, I'm pretty sure, did come down here. Not big, might have missed it. I'm not a big music person, so probably the worst person to ask, in all honesty. But I mean, that's the great thing about the internet as well. Since we all have the entire history and access to the world's information in our pocket, things like music, they'll never really go away anymore. There'll always be a resurgence. And I understand that happened even in times before the internet, where the 20s influenced the 60s and all of that stuff. But I can't guarantee you no. I'm pretty sure yes. Because I feel specifically the 80s and 90s were majorly impacted in Australia by Americanized music. So yes. Sorry, long and short answer. What was the band that Michelle Visage was in? What was that group? Anyway, thank you for the super chat, Capricorn. I appreciate you. Oh, ABBA has an interesting history in Australia as well. So back in the 70s, I think it was the 60s and the 70s, Europe and America both used to trial tours in Australia. So fun things that have happened in Australia and New Zealand. The ATM was first experienced in, I think it was New Zealand and Sydney, somewhere in New Zealand, probably Auckland and Sydney. And ABBA had their first like major tour start in Australia because they wanted to actually see how well it was received. And Australia went absolutely bananas for ABBA. We still do.
No, that's not what you saw. You saw a side of me that is very angry, very betrayed. That's all it was. You saw me talk to somebody who absolutely has betrayed me. That's someone that I used to love, who used to love me, who I've given my heart to, my body to, etc.
This feels really gaslighty. I feel manipulated and gross. Anyone else? I feel slimy. Like I feel like someone's trying too hard, and that someone is Amberlynn.
That's not what you saw. You saw
Michelle Visage was in Seduction. Yes, the song "You're My One and Only True Love" was played during freestyle shows. Oh, okay. So I am meshing the two. It's a good jam. You should check it out. I'm pretty sure I've heard it. Yes. Okay, great. That's why I was. That was my roundabout way of asking. Like, does Michelle Visage have anything to do with freestyle? Is that the similar? Am I getting there?
a side of me that's
ATM was Wellington. Oh, okay, Wellington, not Auckland. Noted. Thank you very much, Deb.
very angry, very betrayed. That's all it was. You saw me.
Ambi, the way that you were talking to Mestiny felt like the same way that you talk to your audience, except you're a little less on your high horse with Mestiny because, you know, Mestiny was kind of in your real life, and your YouTube audience you feel like you can talk to in any way that you wish because you are, you know, the queen.
Talk to
with a crown and everything.
Somebody who absolutely has betrayed me. That's someone that I used to love, who used to love me, who I've given my heart to, my body to, etc. Someone that I thought I was going to be with for a very, very long time.
And someone who you haven't dated for 6 years and have been on again, off again friends, or have been friends for 6 years and have suddenly just decided to have a messy friendship breakup. Right? Right. Ellen, hello. Thank you for being here for 26 months. Ellen says, time flies. Love you all. Love right back, mate. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it.
Who then betrayed me. So yeah, you saw a side of me that was hurt, that was blindsided, that was extremely, extremely angry. And I've had a lot of people actually message me on Instagram saying, you handled that better than I would. I don't know what people are talking about. Like,
do you know the best way to have handled that situation? Not fucking call your ex. Like, that's weird. That's super weird. Cut the cord, Mary.
Of course you were a little bit of a bitch to her. Like, look what she did.
Ambi, you don't get to control what we think. As much as you want to, and your slimy tactics, you don't get to control what we think. And I will tell you what I think, and don't let me convince anybody. You watch Ambi yourself and make up your own mind. I think that Ambi is quite rude. It's up there. Text 1 to no 1. I think that she's quite rude, that she often blames literally everybody else and will gaslight people into like feeling bad for her. I'm not here for any of that. If you're going to be rude, if you're going to say terrible things and then get caught out saying it and being like, no, that's not me. I was hurt. I'm the victim. Nah, just like own up to your shit, say that you said it and keep it pumping. Because I have a lot more respect for someone who was just emotional in the moment and can own that, as opposed to, that's not the real me, you guys. I was being manipulated. I was blindsided. I was gaslit. No, you were just mad and you said some terrible things. A lot of people do it. But like, you can't control your squeaky clean image because it just doesn't exist. We all know better. Moonface Podju, thank you for being here for 9 months. Moonface says, reminder, make good choices and lift heavy things. Absolutely lift heavy things. I had a rest day today and I'm feeling so pumped for tomorrow. What should I do? I've got a leg day and I don't want to do back. I was doing seated close grip rows, and there's a really fun tendon that like loops in with your tricep into your back, and one of them like slid under my shoulder blade and felt like someone had punched me. It was terrible. Anyway, so maybe not back tomorrow, or maybe legs tomorrow.
Expect me to like respect destiny after everything.
How's my elbow? Oh my god, my elbow is pretty much healed. There's like a little bit of a click. I've been voguing a lot to try to stretch it out, but it feels really good. Thank you so much for asking. It feels much better than it was for like the 2 weeks there. I think the tendon's pretty much back in place now. Yeah, it's a little crunchy, but it's not too bad. I can lift again.
She's done to me. So it's like people coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, this is her true colors. No, it's just a little tiny side of me. As humans, we are complex. There's several sides to us. I mean, I probably have over 300 sides to me, and you happen to just see a side. That doesn't come out often.
That's a lie.
Does not come out often. And it's unfortunate that I was on a live stream.
The way that she was talking to Mestany and the way that she talks to audience members who disagree with anything that she has to say sound exactly the same, which just sound like regular Amberlynn Reid to me. Also, chat, there's a whole heap of you here. Hi, good morning. If you're waking up, feel free to hit the like button while you hang out with us. That'd be great. But if not, that's cool too. We're talking about lots of stuff in today's stream, aren't we?
What it is. Like, I don't think anyone watching me right now can look me in the face and say they have never been angry at someone and vocalized anger.
Yep, fair.
Where do you see yourself a year from now? I just hope that I'm happy and healthier than I am now, at a lower weight, and I am thriving in whatever goal I have for myself. And
wow, that's the vaguest fucking shit.
And I am being successful in that. And you knew.
Wow, no goal setting. Oh, well, I mean, there was a little bit in there, but that was vague as hell.
Games you're
Erin, hello.
Currently obsessed with. Oh my god. So, back when Restaurant Story, this is an app, by the way, on the iPhone.
Vocalized anger is a great Lucer name. It is! Yes! Oh, that's right, Rages. She did have big, I'm missing my sympathy bone energy. Yep.
I don't know if Android has it. I'm sure they do. But back when it came out, I think it came out in like 2010. I was obsessed. Like, my restaurant was banging. And I kind of started playing that again. It's been a couple days. I'm low-key obsessed. So, Restaurant Story, for sure. And I've been messing with my little Animal Crossing again.
I want a vlog of a day in my life from Amberlynn Reid that is actually honest. This is the first... She's spoken a few times about, like, being obsessed with games on the phone. There was one, I think, that she showed in a vlog in the old house. Where she was trying to get people to like sign up to be her friend so that she'd get some bonus in the game. I don't think any of the day in my life content has ever included that ever since. So this shit's heavily produced.
And so that's been really fun too. Have you ever thought of doing an inspiration board?
We did actually see her Animal Crossing at one time. She did not do a picture-in-picture. She just held the Switch up to the camera. That was fun.
For your goals instead of journals. Ooh, that's really a good idea. I don't think I've ever...
Ooh, Tina, nice. I keep getting ads for Genshin. I'm okay though, because I'm playing Dave the Diver. It's really good.
Done it.
Dave the Diver and Zelda at the moment.
Inspiration board. I might have to give that a go. And if I do it, I will definitely vlog it and show you guys. What are your favorite ways of de-stressing? Legos, 100%. I've been back into journaling a lot too, so that helps. Singing, I love.
Remember when she got obsessed with the bullet journal for 3 days and we got, what was the iconic screen grab that was floating around from that one? Oh, the tears. Mark the days that you cried and what type of tears you were crying. Mood.
Sing. Also ASMR. Certain ASMR videos are super calming as well. Is intermittent fasting actually helping? Yes, I could definitely say that it is, because for that chunk of time, those 16 hours where it's like I'm not allowed to eat, it like helps me not think about food.
I swear Ambi has sat here and told us that being told she can't eat something or isn't allowed to eat something is triggering. She's said having broccoli in her house is triggering, so there's probably a good chance that I'm remembering this correctly. I don't understand how intermittent fasting and being told you can't eat for 16 hours a day is less triggering than you can't have McDonald's this week. But you know what? I'm not a professional and I've got my own brain to deal with, so maybe that's just something different for Ambi, who knows. Why even bother trying to apply logic? It's fine.
Who are your favorite Animal Crossing villagers? Oh, I don't pick favorites. No mom picks favorites. How was your first
God, she's playing mum on Animal Crossing.
time getting spicy with Feline?
I'm sorry, who is asking these questions?
Oh my god.
You don't need to answer. We don't need to know the last time you got spicy with Feline. It's fine, you can skip that question. You didn't even need to put this in. You could have cut it out.
I was shy. Let's just say that. I was shy, but if
I'm sorry, is Ambi talking about her first time with Feline?
Who are your favorite Animal Crossing villagers? Getting spicy with I don't pick favorites. No mom picks favorites. How was your first time getting spicy with Feline?
Why would you answer this question? Holy shit. Feline, are you okay with Amby talking about this? Because she's about to. Also, not this face. Not this face while we're talking about getting spicy. Come on now. I'm not okay with this. All of the porcupines. Abby. Stop it. Oh dear.
Oh my god. I was shy. Let's just say that. I was shy, but it felt really good. It felt like fire. It felt like, I don't know. It just felt really good. Are you...
Oh, now I'm just remembering Karina Kaboom and Amby's flex of owing 10 times a day. And then the correction of Amby saying, well, you don't have to have sex to owe 10 times a day. And just a little piece of me is dying inside remembering that interaction. Okay. Well, that stuck with me now.
Planning on moving sooner now that weight loss surgery isn't a factor? Yes. Yes, I am. Will we ever get a full sooner now that weight loss surgery isn't
Again.
I felt like, I don't know. It just felt really good. Are you planning on moving sooner now that weight loss surgery isn't a factor? Yes. Yes, I am. Will we...
Where are we moving? Is it Bora Bora? Is it somewhere by the beach? Where are we going? What are we doing? I would love a move. Moving arc. Moving gurney. Bring it on.
Will we ever get a full apartment tour? Yeah, like maybe before I move.
Why do I know so much about Amby's intimate life? Well, she overshares. Heel. She overshares a lot.
Yes. Yes, I am. Will we ever get a full apartment tour? Yeah, like maybe before I move. Do you think
Have we not gotten one yet? I feel like we've been everywhere though.
it was partly anxiety that made you delay weight loss surgery? See, I wouldn't correlate that with weight loss surgery. I never felt like anxiety or like anxious regarding weight loss surgery.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to walk me through it because I thought you were experiencing anxiety and concern and panic over being put under and having major surgery. I thought that was the whole point of you not wanting to get weight loss surgery, is that you were nervous and concerned for being put under anesthetic and having your stomach all but removed. Wasn't that the concern? What is she talking about?
So I'm gonna say no. Should I show my fiance my wedding gown? I'm too excited to hide it from him. Oh my god, no, 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 no.
What is she talking about? Also, my headset about to die. What is she talking about? She absolutely had anxiety over it. Okay, chat, I'm not misremembering it, right? This all actually happened? What was her reasoning? She was nervous. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna start again.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Can we see our Animal Crossing island? Yes, I've been meaning to show you guys, but I keep forgetting. I will say my Animal Crossing island on this island is by
I'm correct. I thought I was having.
far my favorite because I used to play Animal Crossing on like the original Animal Crossing game. Not a lot of people know that.
I'm sorry, are you about to Linsplain? I like that one. Linsplain Animal Crossing to us now? Alright, all of you fake gamers, take a seat. A real gamer is about to talk.
People think that Animal Crossing came out during the pandemic for the first time ever. And I'm like, no. Tell me you haven't played Animal Crossing without telling me you haven't played Animal Crossing.
Wow, she's insufferable. I hate it. I hate it so much. Gatekeeper Lynn.
No, that was just a new Animal Crossing. I've been playing Animal Crossing for, oh my god, since I like lived in Virginia. So it's been forever. What is...
I hate it so much. Gatekeeper Lynn! All of you fake gamers out there who thought Animal Crossing came out during the pandemic, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. You've been missing out, boo-boo. If you weren't playing Animal Crossing back on the GameCube, then you don't even know. Who even is Mr. Nook? I hate it so much. Fuck. I hate that.
yours and your girlfriend's top inside joke and the story behind it? Oh, that's hard to choose.
Amby's now the expert. Mm-hmm. Step aside, everybody.
Because there's so many. And you know what? Now that I think about it, it wouldn't be an inside joke anymore.
Mr. Rossetti. That was his name, the little mole dude who got really upset with you if you didn't save, or if you were trying to time travel. Trying to time travel. There you go.
If I told you all about it, now would it? It would be an outside joke. And I'm going to keep it on the inside. Who's a YouTuber you classify as a guilty...
Why did we need to keep this? Why is this 18 minutes long? So far, I could have cut the the first time intimacy discussion entirely. I don't care. And no, thank you. Please keep that to yourself. And all of these no answer questions. Cut them all. I hate them. They're stupid.
About it. Now would it? It would be an outside joke. And I'm going to keep it on the inside. Who's a YouTuber you classify as a guilty pleasure? Ooh, this might actually... Oh. Okay, before anyone comes for me, this is a new guilty pleasure, okay? I don't know any backstory on this person, so if they've ever done anything bad and they need to be canceled, I don't know about it, okay? Yo.
Is it Colleen? Oh, God. I fell down that rabbit hole yesterday or the day before. Yikes. This is why, like, look, Here's a little bit of my 2 cents. Not on that situation, because I don't know enough to talk about it. Just in the general sense of, like, YouTube, right? One of the key things to remember about YouTube is that it skews to quite a younger demographic and audience, right? And this is truly how we got to the James Charles, Shane Dawson level of fuckery of young adults having a primarily, like, early teen audience, and how humor, tasteless as it often is, and opinions and conversations and all of that stuff, like, they don't sit in the same capacity for every age demographic, right? So if you look in your back end and you realize that a whole heap of young people are watching your content, maybe like adults in nature, cool? Like, wouldn't that be an easy concept to kind of just get behind? Also, I think YouTube's trying to kick me off now. No, okay, the green light came back. Good. Mentioned James Charles and the internet just shut down. Yeah, so I was thinking of all of that while I delved into the Colleen discussion. Anyway, Ambi's about to tell us about her guilty pleasure.
Mama. Yep, it's your mama. I started watching him literally probably...
Oh, Mad Slicker, you think Ambi's trying to get your mama's attention? Possibly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I do find it interesting that out of all of the YouTube possibilities, Ambi's guilty pleasure is associated with Girl World. I do think that's a little bit of a coincidence.
6 days ago. And I don't know, that laugh though, like, it's just entertaining white noise while I'm doing chores. I just have him go.
Oh, really, Ruthie? Oh.
And he's like realistic in the way that he thinks from what I've seen. Like I said, I've only been watching him for like 6 days now. So if he's...
So how is this your guilty pleasure if you've only been watching someone for 6 days? That doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. Your guilty pleasure for this week. Sure.
Anything in the past, don't come for me because I don't know.
My guilty pleasure is scrolling through YouTube shorts until I fall into the Real Housewives hole that exists. Great.
I don't know about it. I don't know anything about him.
It's really great. I was watching old... Actually, it's very... My 2 guilty pleasures. Compilations of Real Housewives, very Delta. That's it. Those are the 2 that have been around for a little while. But those are the 2. And then sometimes something nostalgic will fall in there. Like, sometimes the algorithm will be like, top 10, like, things you remember about nostalgic childhood shows from the 90s. Who was the most powerful Power Ranger? Nonsense like that. But at the moment, it's Delta and Housewives, which I think is quite tasteful. Guilty pleasure content.
Do you consider getting...
No Vanderpump? Oh, Moonface, let me tell you, I tried to watch Vanderpump. Yeah, there were 2 of us who, as soon as the, like, season 10 finale, like, 3-part series, big blowout conversation started happening, I was like, I've never watched a single episode of Vanderpump. And I went all the way back to season 1 and started watching it with a mate. And it was... I hated those people, but I also couldn't tolerate them. Like, they were insufferable. And so much of it was contrived. And I just wanted to scream at the television and be like, why are you hanging out with this person if you used to date and hate them? Like, that as a concept kind of blows my mind. Is, like, dating someone and then, like, dragging them, like having the potential there for a year. I'm talking about the main two. I can't fucking remember their names. Dragging them along for a year and then not getting back together, but toying with it. It just felt really overproduced and really contrived and really stupid and dumb. At least with Housewives, some of that drama felt real, you know? Vanderpump, it all felt very, like, put on. I'm sorry, Marissa.
Back on Ozempic. I've actually thought about it. I have. See, the whole thing with Ozempic...
Marissa, you choose your favorite episode of Vanderpump, and I'll choose my favorite episode of Housewives, and we'll have a watch-off. Good deal.
Ozempic is like, I didn't choose to stop taking it. I was, like, advised to.
That's not... okay, you are being particular with your words here.
Stop taking it by my doctor because of my pancreas and my gallbladder.
What is happening with your... Wait, pancreas? Hang on. When did she mention pancreas?
I have. See, the whole thing with Ozempic is like, I didn't choose to stop taking it. I was like advised to stop taking it by my doctor because of my pancreas and my gallbladder.
No. The reason I remember being told that she wasn't on Ozempic anymore was because she had developed sludge in her gallbladder. And then that whole health history journey went nowhere. Pancreas? When did she mention pancreas? No? Pancreas is a new storyline, right, Hammy? Because the pancreas obviously controls your levels of insulin, which obviously help your blood sugar, or affect your blood sugar. So, why is there a conversation about a pancreas? She's just reading the side effects. Actually, possibly. I didn't know Ozempic affected your pancreas. Unless she's overproducing insulin? That wouldn't make any sense. I don't know, not a doctor.
I loved Ozempic. Ozempic, like, worked. There was some...
We were only informed of the sludge. Kilwell, thank you so much for assisting in my memory. It can cause pancreatitis, but she never mentioned it before. So is she just bringing this up as, like, a general concern? Like, she was concerned that pancreatitis might happen? That's weird.
Symptoms, obviously, that were uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, but I feel like it was worth it, in my opinion. But my doctor did not think...
She had, like, 4 boxes in the fridge unused as well, and Ozempic is pricey. Woof.
Think so. Very up in the air, I will say that. What do you think is your biggest strength?
Oh, she was worried about the pancreatitis. Interesting. I think Ozempic was probably Ambi's best opportunity at impacting a lot of stuff. Such a shame she didn't keep up with it. I mean, it's her choice, obviously, but, like, I think if she'd stuck with it for a while, she would have seen some, like, obviously drastic results. Cracula, lovely to see you, mate. Thank you for being here for 5 months. Cracula says she brought it up to her doctor. This is a lie. Oh, the pancreatitis thing? Yeah, I feel like that is how it happened, Cracula. Yeah. Man, her stories are getting so... Like, it's minute, stupid details to change.
And flaw, super emotional. Like, I am probably overly emotional. I don't know. Some people might not consider that a flaw. Like, I don't consider crying or whatever it may be to be weakness, but I feel like maybe other people do. So, my strength. What is my big...
That's not Ambi's biggest weakness in my mind. Ambi's biggest weakness is her indecisiveness, and she's said that once before, that she's extremely indecisive. And not to allocate weakness or strength to any, like, innate characteristics of an individual, but having watched a lot of Amberlynn Reid on the internet, I think that one of her struggles, one of her largest struggles, which is a better way to say weakness, is her indecisiveness and her inability to follow through. Yes.
Biggest strength. Wow. Probably that, like, I've gone through so much and somehow I'm still able to, like, smile. I'm still able to turn on this here camera and just do my thing. Like, I've gone through so much, whether it be in my past or present or whatever. Like, I don't know how I can still smile. I know that's, like, really deep.
Oh, fuck off. She sounds like a Gabby Hanna poem. But worse. Okay, taking it back.
I'm still able to turn on this here camera and just do my thing. Like, I've gone through so much, whether it be in my past or present or whatever. Like, I don't know how I can still smile. I know that's, like, really deep.
I have a feeling that if you have to tell yourself that something you've said is really deep, that you might not mean it, and you might not actually be thinking about what you're saying so much. And it's just, we're at the word salad bar. That's where we are. Everybody grab a plate. You deserve one. Yeah, great.
Sometimes I'm just like, how am I still standing? Yeah, my strength is that I have strength. Why is your skin always glowing? Huh? My skin is not glowing.
There's a rude joke in there about blood pressure, and I'm not going to make it. I don't know. The ring light. Ugh, I got nothing.
Is my skin glowing?
Ma'am.
No way. My skin is so dry. Any plans for the 4th? So 4th of July literally is today. It's today.
She kept that one in. She 100% kept that one in, or put it in.
We're filming this before I go watch some fireworks. I went to a little party moment on Friday night, and then on Saturday I went to my friends, and then on Sunday I had some friends come over here, so that's why I haven't really been uploading. I
know, it also doesn't matter. Does it matter if you have glowing skin? Does it matter if you have pallid skin? It doesn't fucking matter. Why was, oh my god. Just imagining putting fucking compliments into a stupid Q&A like this. Why would you bother? And even if she's saying that a friend of hers put these questions in, I can't tell. Amberlynn and I are clearly very different people. Like, look at us. We're obviously different people. I am secretly not Amberlynn. Wouldn't that be mad though if this was like a deep fake? For me, if I were answering a Q&A box like this and there was a comment like that in there, I would be cutting it out of the video because that would make me just like thank you for the compliment, I guess, but I don't need to like answer that. Or like, I don't know. It's so stupid.
Super freaking busy. But tonight is just me and Feline. Favorite purchase of all time. Ooh.
The Titanic Legos.
See, I've purchased a lot of things. I'm just gonna say my camera. I love
That's so boring.
having me a camera, okay?
That's so boring.
It's the Canon G7X, if you guys are curious. Mark II, love it. Most vloggers use it. That's what I'm currently using now.
She used to have a Sony ZV-1, which is the camera that I record on, stream on. Your camera is your most... okay. I don't know what my favorite purchase is. I was originally just going to answer these questions along with Ambi, but then I kind of got sidetracked. Because I'm not talking about intimate moments. My favorite purchase... I don't think there's one. I'd have to do one. There'd have to be like periods in my life, I guess. It's definitely not a camera though. This year, in the last 12 months, my favorite purchase was I bought a new fridge. I bought a new fridge this year. That was probably one of my favorite purchases. And then last year's favorite purchase was probably a new mattress because I replaced a 12 or 13-year-old mattress. Was that last year? I think it was last year. No, it was this year. That was this year. Oh my goodness. This year I bought a fridge and a mattress. Oh, I am an adult. Yeah, those two things. Because they're both good for me. One I spend 8 hours a day on, and the other one holds all of my chicken and broccoli. It's great. Anyway.
How are you dealing with the pressure from...
Gobby? Oh, Gobby's probably up there. See, that's what I mean. Like a new... I have so much love for Gobby. Gobby probably is up there.
people wanting...
I did Girl Scout. It doesn't make ice though, because the ones that I were looking at. Okay, did I tell you the story about my new fridge? I don't think I did. So recently, I purchased a new fridge because I swear I told the story. So about a month ago, I read a story by the ABC that said electricity prices in southeast Queensland were going to jump up to 20% in the new financial year. Now, I used to have a fridge that was built in the 60s, had an exposed motor at the back, and chewed through power like a motherfucker. But I kept it because part of my resource brain didn't let me throw it out. I was like, no, it's still a working machine. I know I'm spending hundreds of dollars on electricity every quarter, but I'm going to keep this fridge because I don't want to purchase a big thing because it all works out in the end. Lol jokes, had this fridge for 10 years. Definitely paid more in electricity than it would have cost me to get a new fridge. Anyway, was in a position this year where I was like, no, I can afford to buy a new fridge. I'm going to buy a new fridge. before the electricity prices go up. And so hopefully that way they'll stabilize and I won't have to worry about the increased price of electricity because I'll be using less with this new fridge. Right. So there's a cutout in the kitchen. And I was like, right, I'm going to measure this and I'm going to go and buy a fridge. And I measured it and I went and bought a fridge. And I bought the fridge online and I bought the fridge that I wanted and it was going to fit. And then impulsively, a little, hey, did you know you can buy the next size fridge up that has like 60 liters additional space? And it's only going to cost you an extra like $40. I was like, oh my God, yes, I'll buy that one. And I didn't think too much of it. And then I waited a couple of weeks and the fridge got delivered and I was like, okay, great. Tear apart the box and go to move the fridge into the cutout. And it's about 5 centimeters too big. So it didn't fit in the cutout. But that was okay because I just turned it to the side and I put a table in the cutout. So I put a table and then I have a pot stacker, like I have a shelf that stacks pots, and I put that on the little table and it sits in the corner and the soda stream's there now too. So now when you open the fridge door, you can't really get into the kitchen, but that's okay because you should only be in the kitchen opening the fridge door anyway. So long story short, there's a silver lining to everything. Poppy got a new fridge. It doesn't make ice because that would have been a double door and it would have been way too wide. But now that I think about it, because this fridge is too big, I probably could have just gotten a double door and would have had something to make ice. But that's okay because there's a silver lining to every story. And that's my story. Anyway, Amby didn't have anything as good to talk about with her camera, I guess. No fun, interesting stories about Amby's appliance. Yeah, she's not a great storyteller, but that's okay.
To push weight loss surgery on you. I mean, I'm dealing. It seems like majority of folks.
Congrats on the fridge. Thank you so much. It's big. It holds a lot. It's great. And it does have a water dispenser. It just doesn't have an ice dispenser. But I have dedicated an entire shelf that, like, a shelf. Chat, can I tell you about the luxury of a shelf in a freezer? I'm used to dealing with, like, just a chunk of plastic in the middle of a freezer. Also, my freezer was on the top of the fridge. My fridge didn't have defrost capacities, so I used to just have to turn it off at the wall, kind of tilt it a little bit and take everything out. That's how we defrosted it. Then we'd wait like 6 hours and then I'd take a hammer to the ice. That's how I defrosted my freezer. I don't have to do that anymore. I have a bottom set freezer and it's got like shelves that's on like wheels. So I can just put things in the shelf drawer and then close the door. Let me tell you, luxury. I have never experienced such luxury. I have an adult fridge and I'm very happy.
And I mean the haters, the trolls, the people who aren't here for good reasons.
I definitely had appliances and I still have furniture that has a lot of character to it. Yes. Yeah.
They want the opposite of what I want. I have been doing this for 10 years now. So I know that based on experience.
It's a massive upgrade. It's so wild walking into the fridge and being like, okay. I don't know how to tell you this. So my old fridge was so old that when the light blew, I couldn't actually replace the fridge light because they don't make bulbs like that anymore. Like they do, but they're specialist bulbs that were really hard to get. And so for the last like 3 years of that fridge's lifespan, I just didn't have a light in my fridge. Which was fine because there's a light in the kitchen, so I just kind of turned it on and like had to peek around a bit. But yeah. So now my fridge has like LEDs in the middle of it. It has a panel on the front that tells me the temperature. It had vintage bulbs. Yeah. See, we do have fun stories to tell.
Like, that's a fact. Whenever I want something or whenever I don't want something, if I want it, they don't want me to want it. And then if I don't want it, they want me to want it.
Oh, she's talking. Sorry. I'll take her back a bit.
People who aren't here for good reasons, they want the opposite of what I want. I have been doing this.
Oh, she's mad at us.
Most vloggers use it. That's what I'm currently using now.
She's mad at us.
How are you dealing with the pressure from people wanting to push weight loss surgery on you?
Oh, ma'am, shit or get off the pot. I'm not pushing anything on you. You push yourself. You do whatever the hell you're going to do. I just think it's really disappointing to watch 6 months of weight loss surgery preparation go down the fucking toilet when it felt extremely disingenuous and like you were lying to us the entire time anyway. Either do it or don't. Just like I have always said, and I definitely think it's very like Australian element to my character is that if you're going to talk about something for forever and not do it, I've just wasted a whole heap of time listening to you talk about a thing and not do it. Like, if you're going to talk about it, fucking do it. Like, you spend more effort talking about the thing than doing the thing. It's frustrating. It's stupid.
I mean, I'm dealing.
Why isn't she getting surgery? BB, well, she doesn't have anxiety and she's not concerned. She's just not. She changed her mind. According to this piece of content. Also, hi, how are you? Lovely to see you. I've just been guffawing over my fridge for like 20 minutes. It's great.
It seems like majority of folks, and I mean the haters, the
Hi, yeah, we're all haters. What do we do now?
trolls,
I'm not a troll. Fuck you. But thank you so much.
the people.
Ooh, that was pointed. Sorry. I don't like being called a troll. I'm not a troll. I don't think I'm a troll. I think I'm a soft boy, especially in these ears. I'm certainly not a troll. I just, like, laugh at shit on the internet, and this is shit on the internet. Sorry, what were you saying?
It seems like majority of folks, and I mean the haters, the trolls, the people who aren't here for good reasons.
I'm here for a great reason. I'm here to watch a cautionary tale, learn from someone else's mistakes, see the similarities, and never want to do it. And I'm sorry that that hurts your feelings. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. But, you know, you choose to put stuff out on the internet, and this is what you choose.
They want the opposite of what I want. I have been doing this for
The opposite of what you want.
10 years now, so I know that based on experience. Like, that's a fact.
It's a fact. Facts, y'all. She's Ice Spice today. I listened to the Karma Ice Spice inclusive version 2 days ago. Changed my life. Facts.
Whenever I want something, or whenever I don't want something, if I want it, they don't want me to want it, and then if I don't want it, they want me to want it.
Maybe you should stop, like, making moves based on what people on the internet think or say about you. How about that for an idea? Live your own fucking life. Stop worrying about what we think. Just go and do whatever the fuck you want. I wanted Ambi to get the weight loss surgery. At this point in time, I don't care. Do whatever the hell you want to do, but make it entertaining and try to make me laugh. I was concerned about Ambi going for weight loss surgery because I thought that she had a lot of knots to unpack with her relationship with food. And at one point in time, everybody... Let's recall some stories from Amberlynn Reid. Ambi set up weight loss surgery and told us, oh, hey, I don't need to go to therapy. She told us that. And I can't remember if that was the previous clinic or the most recent clinic, but she said she didn't need therapy to get weight loss surgery. And then all of a sudden she needed to get 12 sessions of therapy. And it was just 12 sessions and I'm going to do it 2 times a week and we're going to get it done because I want to get weight loss surgery by the end of the year and it's going to happen. And then she finished those 12 sessions of therapy and then suddenly she changed her mind. Suddenly, all of us out of the blue. Not one whiff of nerves or anxiety or panic or worry or concern, but out of the blue, she all of a sudden just changed her mind after the 12th session. What a convenient coincidence that was. I'm assuming that she went through 12 sessions of therapy. Her therapist said, okay, great, let's reevaluate, let's pull everyone in together and have a conversation. And the dietitian and the therapist said, no, we said 12 months and she needs 12 months to bake. So let's keep it going. And I don't think it's going to work right now. I'm not a doctor. I'm no one. How would I know? But it just sounds right. As for the weight loss surgery, my only concern right at the start was the whole, if you're not getting therapy to go along with your weight loss surgery preparation, that seems like giant red flags to me. Where's the duty of care? Like, and this was at a time where she was still kind of easing into the, I don't have BED anymore. I've cured myself. I've managed myself out of it. I've been misdiagnosed. Whatever fucking reasoning she's going to use. To say she no longer has BED, she's just a food addict. Right, okay, great. Well, if you're going to say you're just a food addict and say you're going to go in for weight loss surgery and not have any therapy or mental health assistance to go along with that journey, that's majorly concerning and probably not a good idea, because could you imagine Amberlynn Reid having had weight loss surgery without addressing her relationship with food and how potentially dangerous that could have been for her? Very. That was my concern. At this point in time, do whatever the fuck you want, just make it entertaining and stop blaming your audience for shit.
So it's just what I'm used to. It is what it is. I'm dealing. But no one's going to push me into paying almost 30 grand to get majority of my stomach taken out of me.
Oh, was that the concern? Was the price the concern? 30 grand is a lot of money. That's more than a fridge. Yeah, that is a lot of money. No one's going to push you into... Wait, hold on a second. Wasn't Feline paying for the weight loss surgery or paying for part of it? Didn't Feline help you? Wasn't Feline... It can't be the money thing, surely.
No one's going to push me to do that. That's ultimately my decision. Would you appear as a guest on the H3 podcast? I've thought about this because so many people have asked me this question, and it just depends on why Ethan wants me there. Like, why do you want me there? And then we'll talk. What?
As an infamous individual on the internet? Would that be the reason?
What's the moment you felt most proud of yourself? Honestly, probably either when I graduated high school, because I was the first person in my family ever. Like, I can't even say in generations.
Oh, really, Ruthie? You think that's it? That makes sense.
And no, like, ever to graduate high school. And now, since me, there has been several others to do so. So I'm very, very happy about that. So just graduating high school. I know for a lot of people that's so easy. That's a breeze. Not
Of course she did, baby. That's her fantasy, being asked on H3.
high school. And now, since me, there has been several others to do so. So I'm very...
What is she talking about? Sorry.
What's the moment you felt most proud of yourself? Honestly, probably either when I graduated high school, because I was the first person in my family ever.
Great.
Like, I can't even say in generations, no, like, ever to graduate high school. And now, since me, there has been several others to do so. So I'm very, very happy about that. So just graduating high school. I know for a lot of people that's so easy. That's a breeze. Not where I come from. Not where I come from. So I was very, very proud of that. I think just like also going to college, I didn't complete it because I moved. If I wouldn't have moved, I would have completed it, of course. I didn't stop going because I disliked it or whatever it may be.
She has shat on that paid for a diploma college previously. She said, what did she say? She said she was majorly manipulated into signing up for that college, right? Didn't she blame she blamed her guidance counselor? Didn't she? Wasn't there an entire vlog of her shitting on the guidance counselor saying, hey, you've had some of this experience and it seems to interest you. Why don't you go into like law or whatever the fuck it was she was studying? Right? I feel gaslit. I feel dizzy with the gases.
Actually thoroughly enjoyed college.
Criminal justice, that was it. Thank you.
It's just I moved across the country and whatever it may be. But
that's a lie. That's a lie.
I will say, like, everything that I've been really proud of myself for has always been like school related. Oh shoot, this is the last question. Is it a grand finale question?
Do y'all remember, was it last year or the year before when she said she was going back to college? She was thinking about going back to college. What a time to be alive. I think that was this year. Was that this year or last year? Last year. She said she was going to go back to college and study something and actually, you know, make use of all of the time that she's got. And here we sit, playing with Legos and answering Q&As. What a shock.
Self for has always been like school related. Oh shoot, this is the last question. Is it a grand finale?
That was last year. Fair.
Finale question. Any upcoming date plans for you and your girlfriend? Ooh. I guess tonight, going to see the fireworks. Dang! That was a lot of questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Some of these questions I would not have chosen for myself.
Okay, ma'am. I'm still cynical enough to say that she chose her own questions, but whatever.
I feel like we did get a...
Because, like, how did the dude, like, her friend... choose the questions and then text them to her and then she wrote them on pieces of paper to pull out of the box? That all seems very performative when she could have just like read it off her phone.
A little bit of, you know, comedy. We got a little bit of like romance. We got a little bit of drama. We got a little...
You could have kept the romance. I didn't need to know about.
A little bit of it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Should I hire my friend to be the question man? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye, Amber. That was truly terrible. All right, well, chat. That was fun. Thank you very much for hanging out with me and my new hammy shirt. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you had a good time. I hope you did something productive with your time. Skincare, drank water, got your steps in. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go because it's getting late now and I've got to get up for gym in the morning. So, I hope you all had a fabulous time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. Drink your water, wear your sunscreen, hug your loved ones, and make sure you give someone a hug. Consensually, that one too. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, if you could leave a like on the way out, I'd very much appreciate it. You've been lovely, and I've been pulpy, so I'm going to go, and I will see you all in the next video and or live stream.